He starts trying to take my socks off. I try to tell him no, because I have blisters on my feet from walking around New York in heels for like 10 hours the night before, and I had band-aids on my blisters and they were going to get ripped off with my socks. I tried to explain to him, don't take my socks off, please. He didn't understand that. So at that point, I'm like, okay, fuck. I'm in a room with a huge man that doesn't speak English. He's not understanding what I'm saying. He doesn't give a fuck because I've pushed him off so many times, and he doesn't care. And he like got up and screamed and scared me into staying in the room with him and making his assistant and my friend leave the room.
A woman has accused Alex Pereira of rape, and he's facing decades in prison. To find out exactly how much, keep on watching until the end of the video.
And he puts me on top of him so that I don't know how much of this I'm allowed to say on TikTok. He puts me on top of him so that I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he puts me on top of him so that we're 60. I think that it's just gonna be like normal, like he just pressured me into having sex and he scared me into having sex with him. It's whatever, like it's nothing that hasn't happened to me before. Like I'll just, keep it inside like I usually do and just live with it.
This woman in her TikTok details several incidences which took place with Alex Pereira after a fight that he had, and apparently it started in New Jersey. She said she was taking a picture with Alex Pereira and he put his hand where it was not supposed to be, towards the butt area, unconsensually. So that would definitely be a criminal charge for sexual assault. She also says that even though she was not eligible to drink due to her age, so it would have been illegal for her to buy alcohol, Alex Pereira and his friend bought alcohol for her and her friend. That is actually a crime. You are not allowed to obtain, purchase, and provide alcohol to a person who is an underage drinker. So that in itself would be a crime too. As for the most serious charge of all, which was said to have taken place in a New York hotel room, it's important that it is in New York because state laws are completely different when it comes to criminal laws. So the criminal law of New York, not New Jersey, where the other incidents took place, the criminal law of New York would apply in that instance. And she says that she was compelled into activity that of the most serious kind, which she did not consent to, which would attract a criminal charge of rape, and the potential penalty for that as a Class B felony in New York is 5 to 25 years in prison. That's how long Alex Pereira would face if a criminal charge was instituted. So this is incredibly serious. And another thing that the woman in our TikTok says is that there is camera video. There is video, security camera footage, which details a lot of the interaction that took place between her and Pereira and backs up her claim. That would be in what's called independent documentary evidence. So evidence that would stand on its own and present the facts to a neutral observer, more so than simply her testimony or her friend's testimony, which a lot of people may say is biased and cannot be believed, because they feel as if she may be trying to gain some financial benefit from doing so. But the videotape evidence is, in the eyes of many, a much more reliable source of evidence because it is less likely to be manipulated and be subject to bias, things of that sort. So, Pereira is in a very tricky situation. He better get good counsel. And that is just the criminal aspect, which obviously is the most serious aspect, but there's also the potential for a civil lawsuit, which I'm sure is going to come soon. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.